Hey everybody, it's Joy Hearn. So today I'm going to talk about payment history in a little bit more detail than I have in the past. So when we're talking about payment history in reference to your credit score, the number one factor, the most weighed in factor, I should say, that is used in calculating your credit score is your payment history. So every time somebody pulls your credit report and they see that you have a 30-day late or a 60-day late or a 90-day late or a 120-day late, that's showing that you're failing to make good on your financial obligations. Now, on the flip side, when people are pulling your credit report and you have no payment history to show for, they're not able to determine what's called your credit worthiness. A lot of people make the mistake with getting accounts and opening a loan, and they'll pay it off right away. And when I say right away, they'll pay it off in a matter of weeks. Like, I'm sure most of you have heard of like cash call. Right, so people will get like anywhere from $2,500 loans to $10,000 loans, but they'll turn around in like 2 to 3 weeks and pay it off and wonder why their credit score hasn't gone up. Well, your credit score is not going to go up just simply because you paid it off. What happens, the way that your credit score goes off is you have to show some type of track record, some type of history to where you've maintained a good payment history, to where you've had longevity in maintaining a good payment history. Okay, so and I didn't understand that. I took out a loan before and turned around and paid it off in 2 weeks and was thinking, hey, well, when somebody pulls my credit report, they'll see that I had a loan for X amount of money and I paid it off right away. No, they're just seeing that exactly that's what I did. That's not showing how well I'm able to maintain longevity and pay and making good on my obligations, if that makes sense. Okay, and another thing I want to talk about with payment history. A lot of people are under the misconception that if they have one late payment on their credit report, literally one, well, that's not that bad. My score shouldn't be that bad. Contrary to popular belief, it is that bad, because now the lenders are looking at you saying that you've defaulted. You've had a 30-day late, a recent default, and we can't trust you. Your credit worthiness is not up to the standard that we hold it to extend credit to you. If that makes sense. Okay, so payment history is important. That is the number one factor that is weighed in calculating your credit score. Now, of course, there's other factors that are factored into it. How many accounts you had, the age of your credit, and so forth. But that payment history is a deal breaker, and that is what sets so many people back. So many people will think, oh, I have 1 or 2 accounts. It's not like I have 12 outstanding accounts with late payments. It doesn't matter how many that you have. The fact of the matter is that your payment history is kept on file and it's kept on record for 7 years. Okay, so within a 7-year period, you basically want to be spotless, so to speak, to maintain that high credit score. Now, if you are someone who has paid off your debts, so say you had a collection account, right? A phone bill, we'll just say a phone bill, for instance, and you paid it off, but you're still wondering why your credit score is so low. The reason is because that negative payment history is still showing on your account. Now, remember, that stays on your credit report for 7 years. So there is a way around that. Before you pay that collection account off in full, what you want to do is you want to contact that account holder, and you want to say, hey, I want to take care of this obligation, but I want to be able to get credit extended to me in the future. If I pay this account and settle it with you in full, will you agree to remove negative information off of my account? And when I say negative information off of the account, or I'm sorry, off of the credit report, we're referencing to negative payment history. So if you can get those payments removed, those late payments from your credit report, you will see your score shoot up. A lot of people aren't going to tell you that because they don't know that. So what you want to do is you want to inquire and see if these places have what's called a rehabilitation program or a reinstatement program, which brings your not only your account back up to good standing, but your credit report up to good standing, because remember that payment history affects everything. Okay, so I hope this has helped you guys, and I've given you some insight, just a little bit more about payment history, and I'll see you next week. Take care and be blessed.